Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another daily Scuttlebutt with Ivy's Family Factotum. I am Anson, and you probably hear Willow. She decided to wake up now that I'm recording. You gotta come to the couch over here. You gotta come to the couch over here. No, down. Over here. Because your paws are still a little muddy. There you go. Say hi. Hi. So, this is my YouTube companion. You guys got a chance to see Gladys yesterday, and if you'd missed out on that one, you can go back and check that out yesterday. So she wasn't feeling the greatest. She was still a little swollen from the reactions to her new medications. More than likely is what we still believe that it is. She has reached out to her doctor and such, and he's given direction for her to follow. So, just keep her in her thoughts as she's working this out. Having to go to working with special needs kids and such, whenever your body is like super itchy and blotchy and swollen, not the greatest, but she's doing it. And this morning, obviously, a lot of the swelling is down, but she's still itchy and blotchy and such. So, hopefully, that'll be okay. Yes, the school is still in process of trying to find a full-time teacher because she is not a full-time teacher. She's just a long-term substitute until they're able to find the full-time replacement. So we don't know how long that's going to take, but she's there basically for the long haul, until they find that replacement. If it happens to be the entire school year, then oh well, I guess it's going to be the entire school year. And I will still be here holding down the fort, doing the projects and such. But we do have mom and dad. They are like this close to be coming down. And whenever they come down this time, it's going to be for really yos. they're not going back. So we are definitely moving forward and getting the shed built and finished and dried in. So this payday, we should be able to get the roof, not everything that we need, but to get it dried in to where it's no longer raining and such, and having rain go into the space. So it will be dried in, enough to be able to live in if needed. So between the roof and insulation, because that's the biggest stuff, right? Is getting it comfortable to be lived in, even if it's not 100% finished, right? So between the money that, because we obviously, with our retirement stuff and our disability checks from the military, that all goes towards bills, and then whatever's left over, which is normally not a whole lot, goes towards projects. So until we start seeing some revenue coming in through YouTube, now that we are monetized, awesome. Obviously, we know that that's going to be pennies and such, but until that happens, basically any of revenue that we get through YouTube, that will go straight towards projects, right? Minus, so, and we've already said too, over on the main channel and here, that 20% of all revenue, not revenue earned through AdSense, because there's different forms of payment. Okay, if you guys did not know, there's different modules that you can have through the paid partnership. Okay, so you have your AdSense, where you, the viewer, when you're watching those ads, if you're watching the entire ad, then us content creators get a portion of that revenue. So even if you're skipping the ad, we still get a little bit, but not as much as we would if you watch the entire ad. So obviously, there's going to be some really long, hour-long ads or stuff like that, or several minute ads. Obviously, some of those I skip those as well, but you have to think, you know, especially my generation of kids, right? If you're sitting there watching TV and a commercial comes on, how long are those commercials, right? It could be 5, 8, 10 minutes, worth of commercials before it comes back to your show. So, you have to remember that too, is ads on YouTube is kind of the same thing, right? That's how that show is getting paid. That's how those different people are getting paid. So, same thing here in YouTube through AdSense. That's how we get paid. Is you watch the ad. If it's something that interests you, click on the ad. Go take care of whatever you need to take care of. Come back to the show, or come back to the thing. Okay, so that is how those people are getting paid, through AdSense. Now, there's other things, right? You have supers. So we do a live show every Tuesday. Now that we are monetized, you do have the option of being able to send, the super stickers, the super chats, videos, right? They have the little heart icon. It's a paid thanks, a super thanks. All those things that falls under that module of supers. Okay, and then and that is never a requirement, right? That's one of those things to where if you feel generous and you want to give, by all means, go ahead and do that. That's totally up to you. We will never ask you to do those things, right? So for the supers, and then you have paid memberships, which is a monthly paid membership. For right now, we are not going to do memberships. Okay, we are actually going to wait until we get to our next so the different goals, right? So the goals that we set for ourselves. So obviously the goal that we wanted to get to was 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, which we were actually over 2,000 subs by the time we got monetized. So having the 4,000 hours, right? And yes, we are planning to do a giveaway, so you guys will have to wait on that. We'll probably talk about that a little bit more on the live show tonight. But we are still in talks and stuff on that. Of for one, what are we giving away? 2, when do we plan on doing a giveaway? And basically, how are we going to be doing that? So we're still talking and stuff on that. So we will see how that goes later, and like I said, more than likely talk about it during the live show tonight. Okay. Let's see what else. But yes, so for the different things that you can do, modules plus like the shorts, which none of our shorts are monetized yet, because obviously we don't do enough of those to be getting that type of revenue. But I do believe the ads are playing on our shorts just until you reach that that milestone, or that goal of what you have to have, right? You have to have so many views on your short videos to be able to get the money from that. Okay, and we just don't do enough of those to really warrant that. So for us, any type of money that we're getting through YouTube is either going to be through AdSense or through supers. So we've already said that 20% of everything that we make monthly through AdSense will be going back to the veteran community. We're going to donate that money back to the veteran community. We will decide at the end of the year where that's going to go, whether it be a local chapter of like the VFW, or if it's going to be something more national. We don't know yet. We will decide that, at the end of the year. So um, obviously this is all still new to us. The whole making of money. Now that we are monetized. So as we're going through it and doing that, yes, no, we will get it figured out. And then obviously, if any companies and stuff like that reach out to us, to do sponsorships or brand deals or anything like that, which I know that stuff comes eventually. We have had a company reach out to us that is would make pretty good money and such in doing um, that, but it really doesn't fit in with what we're doing. So I don't think we're gonna do with or deal with that. Um, but I did reach out to them just to kind of get a little bit more information, just to see what's going on with that. But I don't feel that it's something that would fit in with what we're doing. And yeah, I don't think that the sales would be there on either end. So anyway, still drinking my morning coffee and such. But yes, gonna be getting out. Sun's coming out. It was a little wet this morning, but we are gonna have another video coming out Wednesday on the shed build. Or on the well house build, not shed build, the well house build, and that's almost done. So I do need to reach out to my uncle. I guess he had called me yesterday and I missed it. Uh, my phone had died, so I was also uploading the yesterday's Scuttlebutt, and then it died, and I had to plug it in, and it was just back there in the room. So I didn't, excuse me, I didn't know that he had called. So I'll give him a call back, and that's actually the uncle that's supposed to be bringing me the table saw. So yes, that's what's going down. A new tool coming to the Ivy Rancho is a table saw. Like I said, it's going to be on loan, so it will still be his table saw, but he's going to let us utilize that to be able to, do some of these projects and stuff that we need to get done, and it'll be a big help, a big help. So, like I said, once that gets here, I'll be utilizing that for cutting up some of the other timbers, which I do need to. So some of the timbers that I have down on the ground, I need to get those either rough milled with like a chainsaw, and or possibly just doing some hand hewing, which I mean, a lot of those are fairly small for hand hewing. So I'll probably end up just doing, if I can get a rough edge on one side, with a chainsaw, just to get one flat side, then at that point I can do everything else I need to with the table saw, right? Or even possibly, if needed, to kind of like make a sled type thing to be able to run. I don't know. We'll get it figured out. So, um, yes. So that's what's coming down the pipeline. But like I said, I need to give him a call back because he did call me yesterday, just to say, hey, what's going on or what's up? What I've seen that you called, yada yada yada. But there we go, you guys. So you can see I got sun coming in on me, so that means that it's time to go work. And but I'm gonna finish my coffee first. So that's what I do first thing in the morning. Is I'll sit here. I'll go through some of the analytics, answer any comments, questions, stuff that comes in. So if you have questions or comments, make sure you're putting those down below, both here and over on the main channel. It's greatly appreciated. I tried to go and answer every single comment that comes through, and that's normally what my morning consists of. And then watch a few videos, drink my coffee, do the daily scuttlebutt, and then out to do some projects, and basically do that until the afternoon, close to dinner time frame whenever the family gets back home. So, all right, you guys. Well, that's all I got for you today. So I definitely appreciate y'all. Give us that thumbs up if you made us that far. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Continue to help us grow by sharing us out. And it's greatly appreciated. We thank you. And last but not least, remember to always thank a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. And we'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.